sun, you could have stayed. It's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
They will want to change. All right, there's more comment. Shall I do a prayer? No. Now, this is video number 2. Let me go to the next tweet. All right. Let me go in my back end. Let me refresh, see if anything changed. $301.29. Let's see if that changed. There it is. All right. $291.55 for 2 days. People are watching my videos. This video, for instance, is close to 1,000. How could every time I reach 300 is keep on going back? Okay, the estimate. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go on Twitter to do video 2 regarding that terrible tour. What do you call it? The tour that shouldn't. Okay, so this is perfect. Start with Belize. All right. There's a part 1 to this video. Go check it out. Belize has become the latest Caribbean community country to signal its intention to replace Britain's Queen Elizabeth as its head of state and adopt Republican status. One thing I'm hoping for those Caribbean Commonwealth countries is, let's say they remove the Queen as head of state, they become independent. I just hope those companies don't go in this island to start drilling for oil, because these people love to do these kind of things in other people's country. Because if your shores are a disaster, okay, how are you gonna get tourism coming? Because it's due to the clean and pure nice beaches that you guys have that allowed people to come and visit, tourism. All right, and then those companies, knowing that in terms of military, you do not have that strong of a military, when they destroy your waters, okay, your wildlife, your all the things that makes your country beautiful, when they destroy that, they're just gonna walk away, because nobody's gonna implement them, push them to pay to clean up this kind of thing. So this is something these Commonwealth countries need to pay attention to. All right, so let's read some of the comment. Okay, Belize, the John Briseno government has informed the country that the People's Constitutional Commission, a newly established body under the Constitutional and Political Reform Ministry, will be holding consultation across the country on the continuing decolonization process. Okay, congratulations, Belize. You're a strong, proud nation. The modern world is behind you. One by one, the Caribbean islands are leaving. I mean, we see that coming. I have a video where the thumbnails have a dominoes that's falling, and on the dominoes I put the queen as the face of this. I mean, we saw this coming. All right, wonderful news. The Commonwealth is not colonial. Each state has their own government. Okay, OT consists of mutual trade and other benefits. They choose to stay or leave. No one is holding them hostage. Okay, so they're making their choice. Okay, after Barbados ditched the colonizer, they were afraid that they were going to lose the Caribbean nation. So the two freeholders, welfare recipient, were sent on a mission to lure them into keeping the colonizer as head of state, but result disaster. Okay, good for them. Okay, it's just keeping rolling. Good for Belize. Good for them. It doesn't make sense for any country to have a foreign head of state. It's particularly not right when the head of state is from the former colonial country. After a proper apology and reparation, Britain can work as equal partners with all other countries. Okay, she's the head of state, while these people does not have the privilege to show up to the UK without a visa. This I looked it up a couple of videos ago. I discussed this topic with the visa part. Okay, they get deported like a vulture. She reserved all the privilege to benefit her people. Doesn't do anything. Okay, that's true for these folks, besides having her white face frame their wall. Yeah, that's the thing here. They weren't even getting any help. My only concern during that decolonization of Britain with those Commonwealth countries, my only fear was, okay, when there's a natural disaster, because in the Caribbean, it's given. Okay, it's giving of hurricane and all of this. This is the type of natural disaster that happened in those countries. Okay, what happened when that when they experience natural disaster? Do the Brits come and help them and stuff like that? So far, I have not found any answer to this. So that was my only concern. So if they're not even helping, why bother? Okay, we already know what's gonna lay ahead, because the Brits they love to see people in pain. They love to see people suffering, for them to laugh at them. Okay, so we could already put that in our head. They're gonna be laughing at them when they hit with natural disaster. Okay, so now that whatever money or tax that they pay to the Brits or whatever, keep that when you have your own natural disaster to do your own thing. All right, good time to move on. All right, that's a tag to somebody. What was the reason for the tour of everyone is waking up wanting to ditch the royal family? It failed to do what was intended because the time are changing. Carefree winter holiday in the Caribbean. Oh wow, 3 for 3. All three are beginning the process to becoming republics. All good wishes to them. Congratulations, we are coming to scuba diving. Okay, watch the Bahamas be next. And the thing is that, you know, when the Brits are coming, they need to give them do the same process. Try to get visas. Okay, watch the Bahamas next. Nah, that's where all the world's elite loaded was it snare hidden. Okay, congratulations, Belize. There's this. It's been a long time coming. Awesome. It's very free. It's a very, very free world, and the Queen will respect their decision. Well, she respects Scotland's wish. Okay, come on. Was it? Come on, Wexit. All right, let's go to the next tweet. This is the second one. I have some more. Okay, the Cambridges arrived to protest in the Bahamas after Prince William's slavery speech. That's from Harper Bazaar. Okay, the Duke and Duchess 3-country tour of the Caribbean has not been without daily controversy. Okay, inferior ingredient yield inferior products. Oh my God. Breaking news, Belize has just announced they are looking at dumping the Queen, what a royal train wreck tour is turned out to be. Okay, this decision is absolutely nothing to do with the current royal tour at all. Okay, what is it then? Let's see here. It does, unfortunately, Shelley, okay, that's the person, had William read the room and understood what these Caribbean countries were saying, then the outcome may have been very different. I think so too. If they had treated Meghan differently and, you know, whatever idea, I'm not saying for Meghan to go and take over. There's none of that, okay? Meghan have said she doesn't mind being in the background. But the thing is that if they had accepted Meghan and some of her input into certain thing and they implementing it, perhaps the Commonwealth will say, okay, we have someone like us over there. Maybe we could keep them for another, whatever, a decade or so. Okay, but no, they chased her out the minute she came in. So it was negative, 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 negative. So there it is. And then they have the press who helped them do that. All right. Okay, it does, unfortunately, Shelley. Okay, I just read this. Bahamian police tried to turn away Rasta former protesting. Well, Prince William did, award Bahamas in 2021 Earthshot Prize. So I'm sure Bahamas have to show their gratitude by keeping the people and the. So there were some protests that was gonna go. So the police told them to leave. That's all. It's 58 seconds. Let's listen.
Okay, ma'am. So we can put our placards on your butt, please. Leave it. You show placards ourselves. Yeah, that's fine. Up there with the placard. How far? Sorry. How far you want us to go? By the church.
Alright, so they were gonna do their protest here, so the police is telling them to move further back. Alright, that's what I'm getting from them.
I feel blatantly victimized. Come on, man. What's the personal victimization to watch Rastafari posting this morning?
I gotta say though, I like their uniform. I like the police uniform. And guess what? They keep their mask on. They keep their mask on. And then, you see, this is what happened when you have your own people. You know, if it was different country, you'll see the pushing, the all of this nonsense. This is very civilized. That's one thing I gotta say. Very civilized. And they're communicating. The police is telling them, you gotta move. I mean, they're doing their job. This is what they were told to do. But the people, you know, some of the people saying, no. But they're preventing them from protesting. But with a civilized kind of interaction.
Okay, the public was invited. So they continue to deny us our rights to see the royals. The public was invited to see the royals.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The public was invited to see the royals. So that's how, I'm telling you, he's spot on. He's spot on. Okay. All right, so that's very good. Let's see here. Why does Harper's continue to focus on the few negative aspects rather than the positive that demonstrate that the majority of the trip has been a success? Because they prevent these, the negative one. It's the same thing with the tabloid. They want positive praise. Okay, there's this negative, a video right there. A video, there's a protest that was going on, but they don't want them to see that one. This is what they want them to see. When was that though? When was that? My goodness, people are not wearing masks. Okay, she's wearing, well, she has her mask on. Celebrations are underway on Bay Street as score of spectators await the arrival of Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. We're seeing both. Okay, you're seeing both, but they only prefer the positive one to be seen. Okay, sunshine sack, hard at work, as if they have better things to do. Despair or failing all on their own. Go Charles. So, oh my God, this picture was taken. What is it? The Cambridges right there. This is recent, but they put this in this image of slavery kind of thing in the plantation. This is what this remind people of. This is perfectly very depiction of what they did here. This is why people saying what they did here is a very disaster kind of thing. And they try to mimic what is it, the Queen done several years prior. Okay, that was fine. Let's see here. I saw 3 Rastafarian with a play card. Scobie uses the plural protest. Can someone please tell me about this protest, because I can't find them, because they don't want to show it. There's that video I just showed you up here. The Rastafarian went home when the rain started. Okay, is this just another intervention of wishful thinking? But what about this? There's no rain here. They're pushing them out. They're saying no, you can't have your protest. So there's more things here. What is that? Harper Bazaar. Is this one of those that I read? Bahamas National Reparation Committee responds to the official visit of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. I think I read this. March 22, 2022. To celebrate Queen Elizabeth's 70-year reign on the throne of England, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will visit the Bahamas from March 24 to March 26, 2022. Freeze your screen and read this. I think I read this. I think I read this in another video. Let's see here. Who told them this tour was a good idea? Who suggested it? Okay, they are told not suggested to go by the Prime Minister of the UK. So if the Prime Minister told them to do that, this is the thing here. They're setting them for failure. And then when you look at what some of the things the Prime Minister is doing, it's unbelievable. I have some tweets set up for political that's going to be on Apio Team Sussex. I don't know when I'm going to record them, but there's some tweets about that. When you see what is it, Charles is doing his things in the UK. He's doing a tour as well. Is it Ireland or something? They were not supposed to do 2 tours at the same time. It should be completely different, so one doesn't outshine the other. So they were setting them for failure. So I'm telling you, I was right. Every time I see certain things, it brings back to my original thought, setting them for failure. Those people have special interests. That's the thing. All right, look how they were trying to destroy NATO. When you look in terms of political aspect, okay, the mastermind with that wanted to destroy NATO, but instead what the war bring is putting to see how NATO is supposed to be more cohesive. Some countries who were neutral, okay, some European countries who were more neutral toward that, who were not part of NATO, now all of a sudden seeing how that war is going on with Ukraine, they wanted protection. So I think they're gonna start filing to be part of NATO. But this is the thing here. They're destroying the Commonwealth country for special interests. Because when you by yourself, when they start attacking you by yourself, they could do their work much easier. But when you're together as a group, it's hard to do that. And this is why I keep on saying, I hope those Caribbean Commonwealth countries stick together. Okay, even though they don't have the Queen as head of state, they should stick together, because I see the domino effect, the next step after they move out. I've said this a very long time, before all of this were presented. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. Just compare the NATO with the Commonwealth countries, with the UK Commonwealth countries. Okay, compare it. What Putin, the elite people were trying to do with NATO when Trump was in power, getting the US out of certain agreement, European agreement, the Accord, all sort of stuff. All right, and then compare this kind of agreement with NATO and the European countries had together, and compare it with the Commonwealth. It's not the same, but you could compare the vast. When you divide people, they could conquer you. All right, so I just hope, Jamaica, Barbados, Belize, all the other Black Commonwealth countries stick together. I just try not to get any division amongst you. And within each of these countries as well. We've seen, and I've said this before, use Haiti as a prime example. Many of Haiti's problem is not caused by Haitian. It's nonsense that the outside create. Okay, I don't know much. I don't want to go too deep in it. Those who knows the history of Haiti, look into it and compare it to how you're gonna move on, like Jamaica, how you're gonna move forward. Use Haitians' failure to not to do it as a lesson for you guys. Okay, I've said this a long time ago. I do not want to go too deep in it because I don't want to say the wrong thing, because my knowledge is very limited on that, but I know enough. All right, next tweet. She thought they were creating a fashion moment for her. Will and Kate are now globally seen as a residue of racism and colonialism. What a terrible image to give their royal brand. They are no longer seen as progressive royal, but once stuck in post-colonialism. Yikes. But when you look at Kate's brother, what is it? Swastikas and all of that. So it fit them perfectly. All right. They thought the brother who was their only ally in that institution. So whatever, it is theirs. It is theirs. They earn it. They chase Harry and Meghan out, and then you have the brother who's selling swastikas things and his whatever it is. I have a picture of it somewhere. All right, so they own that. Let's see the screenshot. William and Kate Middleton's open tap parade branded awful eco-colonialism pass, a row over Prince William and Kate Middleton colonial parade has led many people to ask whether the royal couple's turbulent Caribbean tour is just a relic of the past. All right, if you could see this, let me just read the bottom. Yet they came from a prince who had the nerve to criticize the BAFTAs on their lack of diversity 2 years ago, although he still turned up in Jamaica this week with practically an all-white personal retinue without a blush. Wow. This royal tour, a waste of time. Look at his face. Okay, I didn't read this, but let's move on. Okay, thank God that lie of them being progressive has been dispelled. Okay, the man wanted a parade that uniform so bad. Probably. When her never served. I guess he never served. Okay, it's now a bad time to bring up overpopulation in Africa, or how major wars are based in Asia and Africa and not Europe. Okay, I have a seat over here and wait. And then the thing is that with the overpopulation, okay, I hate to say that, it may not sound right, but with the amount of people that just died and just last month alone, okay, this is what happened. You have to be careful with your words. Be careful with your words. Him saying overpopulation about Africa and all of this, there's put and just level that for you. All right, for those who thinks that your skin is what matters, in some shape or form, yes, you could see how they're welcoming those Ukrainians. Okay, in comparison to Middle Eastern, to Afghan and all of that, we could see the difference and how they're welcoming them. But when it comes to individually, those people, those elite, those old people who seem to think that they're gonna live forever, who's destroying the young people's future, okay, just look what's happening in Ukraine. They don't care about their skin color. They're killing pregnant women. When I saw that, the first thing that came to mind in the US is those people who's complaining about was it abortion. Okay, that pregnant woman who was pregnant. Okay, I guess she delivered a stillborn and then she died after. All right, that just bring that to mind. In the US with the freaking nonsense with whatever, I just said the word, now I forgot. And then the other thing is they're killing women, children. They don't care. All right, think about it. When those elite people who's in power, who's creating chaos among us, the little people, black versus white, this and that, okay, they're creating this nonsense as if they're gonna live forever, and you think your skin color matters. So what happened when the black and brown people are gone? Then you're gonna left alone with these elite people who's who's in power to more destruction. Next thing is gonna be the blonde hair, the blue eye, the brunette, the this, the that, the red hair, whatever it may be. Okay, for them to stay in position. They don't care about any of us, but they create the division among us. Okay, the little people, to do the fight for them so they could still remain in the position that they are. And this is why sometimes, when I was young, not that I want to die or anything like that, there's that fear of dying. But when you start thinking about things, God knew what he was doing. Give everybody expiration date. Okay, you're not gonna live forever. What you're supposed to do is that he gave you a piece of a puzzle. Okay, your part of the puzzle is to do his work, and you're connected for the next generation. But those old people, the evil people who uses God's name in vain, this is the thing it bothers my mind, especially with now I'm bringing different things here with what happened with Thomas, the Supreme Court judge wife, who's texting. Okay, these people with the what's the guy name in the White House, okay, about to overturn the election. They're using God's name in vain. And it's not just them, there's a lot of other people, to get money out of people. They use God's name in vain. May the higher being see through that and make them, make people open their eyes to see the wrong that is being done. But the thing is that the reason I brought this in is because many of these people, they don't care about anything. They use the name of God in vain. They use guns to pretend. Just look at the history of the US, how they want to keep on giving guns away and all of that. All right, all sort of things for us, the little people, to destroy itself, to destroy each other while they remain in the position that they are in. It's just us, the little people. There's so much of us. We need to open our eyes, educate ourselves to say this is wrong. We should not be in pain every morning. We should not have a problem where every morning we were worrying where our next meal is gonna come, or where the next to prevent am I gonna stay safe from being bombed, or am I going to have money to pay for heat and all of that. Life should not be in pain at all. It is us, human being, who's inflicting so much pain to each other. So a selective view could remain to have a lifestyle of not doing much. But when you think about it deeper than that, they're working so hard to maintain that lifestyle by creating the vision. When in fact, just let people be, where our law, order, and things should remain our common ground. When certain people break the law, our common rule of law should take an effect. This was the premise why so many of us were able to give a little bit of our freedom to have a common law so we could have peace. But many of those evil people, those elite people, they're doing so many evil things. I don't know why certain group of people are not in jail when very few who does minor thing just trying to survive get lifetime of jail, being in prison for wrongly accused of nonsense. These kind of things, God needs to open people's eyes. God needs to open people's eyes. There's so many things that's going in my head. I don't want to name names. I don't want to do a lot of other things because those elite people who are in position of comfort, where they don't have to lift fingers, they don't have to go to the field to plant, to do all sort of these kind of things, farming, because at a lift of a finger they get things done. They want to remain at that level, so they're creating division at the bottom. Meanwhile, many of us are too blind. Our mind is too weak to recognize the nonsense that they're putting in us. All right, so okay, I went off chart here. Okay, there's this is what the other one was trying to recreate. Why would you want to create something like this when people are rejecting it? This is where the mindful, the lack of history, when they study history, geography and all of that, they don't see this was wrong. Okay, they stay in their little bubble, and then once they go outside of their bubble, this is what it is. Folks tackled me immediately having this photo on hand. I was waiting for something awful and knew they will blow it, but after talking about what they regret, I wasn't ready for them to recreate the exact colonial photo. Yeah, because they don't have any originality. Everything that they do is copying from somebody else. How the hell? I'm 1 hour and 42 minutes. Oh, I didn't stop the video, so I didn't stop to start from scratch. I have to be careful so the thing don't stop recording at me. All right. Next tweet. Prince William and Kate Middleton have requested asylum in the Bahamas. This was supposed to be the last tweet. How do you call this? When I did my bookmark, but I added more to it. Okay, Prince William and Kate Middleton have requested asylum in the Bahamas. They say they face persecution if they return to the UK after their farewell tour debacle. Okay, that was supposed to be like a sarcasm here. Okay, let's see here. Breaking, having had their application for asylum denied by the Bahamas, Prince William and Kate steal 2 sloops and tried to make a run for it to Cuba. They were quickly apprehended and processed for deportation back to Sussex and Gotha, Germany. It was just a joke. That's the way I see it. There's me laughing. Okay, are they going to get a job to support themselves, or this is going to be, quote, look how we asylum, just like the commoners, end quote, photo shoot. Okay, hard to say. On the application form, there is, it reminds me of Jodiva. She changed her screen name. Okay, hard to say. On the application form where it asks for skills and work experience, they both wrote an A. Not applicable. Okay, as a Jamaican, I'm offended. Why did they not seek asylum in there? After all, that is the UK policy. Seek asylum in the first free country. All right, they tried in Belize and then Jamaica. They were denied. Now they are trying to find the nearest airport to Montecito. Why are you like this? I was born this way. I can't help it. You should have compassion. Oh my God. Let me move on because I'm almost 2 hours and this video is gonna cut in 2. And then if I stop, I need to see where the video stops so I could continue. Okay, the script for this story could not have been better if a squaddie wrote it. That's the squad coming. Every day comes with its own train wreck. I can't keep up. I'm telling you, I told you guys I was not gonna report that, but the conversation that the squad are having is very interesting. Okay, there's this. KPPR watching Cambridge store as Karma does his thing. Chaos everywhere. All right, you reap what you saw. Okay, and we're all just sitting back watching the crop come in satisfaction. Okay, there's the laugh. Okay, guessing this will make season 6 or 7 the Crown. The Crown Netflix. All right, there's this, the laughing. It's amazing. It couldn't happen to better people. They are tone deaf and arrogant. That is true. LOL. Yep. Petty. Next tweet. Let's hope I could fit everything within that 2 hours. Okay, Prince Charles, there's the thing here. He's doing his other tour. Everything is going well. Prince Charles definitely got that Friday feeling as he wrapped up a final engagement on royal visit to Ireland. So it was Ireland. Okay, I can't remember if it was Ireland or some other place, but it's Ireland. Okay, so Shady, do you think William has figured it out yet? Oh, they sent him to do the disaster tour. I'm telling you, that thing that I thought about, I don't think William is gonna be the next one. Okay, I think that Charles, I have a feeling maybe, my humble opinion, he has a son with Camilla. That's the one he wants to take over after that. All they had to do is a blood test and this and that and say, sorry, they kick you out, you know, the can. Okay, Sim Chucks just got final report from Caribbean as Billy and Freely sent yet another nation to royal exit. Well done, Lambridges. Okay, their Games of Thrones is looking epic. Chuck is letting Billy know that age of experience come before power. Charlie Boy wins this episode. Yeah, what is it? I have this article where he was taking William to meet with the royal rats and all of that, to parties. So he was training him for self-destruction from the beginning. Okay, he even placed a picture of Hazard and Meg on his mantelpiece. Jesus who need enemies. Really? Okay, I read this someplace else. Okay, was I reading it myself or I wasn't recording? Okay, I don't know where I read that, but this, I read it before. Prince Charles having a smug bond moment here for whatever reason. And this is the thing here, they're not together. Whatever, the failure of the other one should be a concern for him as well. But no, they're so divided. So, divided you shall fail. Okay, even though he's having a good time here, but eventually it would fail. Okay, well played, Charles, well played. Now bring your colonial son home. Not so fast. While nearby, why not add Canada to growing slate of those moving on down the road? Bingo. Right, Charles for the win and the Game of Thrones. He really set up William and Kate for the tumble down. Tumble down the hill. I dare William and Kate pushing to skip him and Camilla and the War of Kings. I guess William and Kate have to wait to be king and queen for years now. You know, as long if natural disaster doesn't come, only God could dictate if he'll ever sit on that throne. I'm talking about Charles right there. You never know. Just when you think you probably have it, God just snatch it off of you. Okay, Chucky is having a time of his life. There's this, Chuck and Gladys next week. There they are. Let's do this one and then that's it. The Caribbean is rejecting the monarchy. Guess who is in line to become king next? Not only William, but Charles. They are especially rejecting Charles, the head of the mafia lot. Yeah. Okay, well played, Charles. Yeah. What is it? The failure of William at that Commonwealth thing is a failure for Charles as well. He may think differently, but oh well. Oh my God, look at that face here. It's the picture that got me. What? They finally holding hand? Okay, when you are told to hold each other's hand to distract from the whole mess. My goodness, look at that face. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Look at his face. I'm telling you, the way he walks, there's an absolute imbalance in his body. He should check it before it get worse. There's an imbalance here. There's another picture of him I see, that same walk. There's definitely an imbalance. Oh my God, look at the face here. What? The emoji fits perfectly. My goodness. Does he hate her that much? Oh Lord. The uncomfortableness. Okay, Karen wasted y'all separation cash on another fashion disaster. I promise I'm not the one doing this to the clown. There's a laugh. How can you caption this? Oh my God. Wow. Their face. Wow, wow, wow. But I gotta say though, okay, you guys gonna hate this. Look at it, her shoulder. I don't know. She's kind of, well, the bone, the collarbone is too skinny here. Well, never mind. Let me take it back. She's walking straight. Her alignment seems okay, but she's too skinny though. The collarbone is pointing out too much. But anyway, let me move out of that before I tangle myself. They need to give it up. Okay, the slating Meghan and Harry got for holding hands on official duties. What is it? They used to say that they don't like to do PDA in public. Why are they doing William like this? Now I pity him. Okay, well, the Diana and him, he destroy. What yanks my chin is all that bias. The protocol police code for Sussex, mainly Meghan haters, yammered on that holding hands, touching, or put a hand on the back of strictly against royal protocol, but suddenly they're laying on PDA for PR and they think it's grand. They always make it look so painful. Yep, because there's no love there. Alright, I thought public display of affection were not allowed. Okay. Is holding hand not breaking royal protocol now? The UK royals forgot we took notice on every single thing they used to bully the Sussexes, especially Meghan. You can criticize someone for doing something only to come the next day doing exactly the same thing. They look so pensive. They look so pensive. They will be glad when they all over and back in their ivory palace. Poor show. May the true Duke and Duchess come out now. Harry and Meghan, we always know you're the best. Let Harry and Meghan stay where they are. They don't need to distract what's going on right now. At least they give them a little breather for distraction regarding the Spotify thing. Did I cover that yet? I don't think I did. Okay, this who colonial tour, this lady said, Chess, I'm so uncomfortable. Yeah, the Sussexes gave them a slight breather, put a little Spotify snippet out to give them a little breather, but nope. The bed of a disaster tour was too much to keep people away from that. People were like, you're not out yet, to the Sussexes. We take notice of you. Yes, you did that snippet of the Spotify, but this disaster is too much. He looked so angry, very odd with the I'm pleased speech his aides wrote him. Bet he's going to go home and trying to get Boris to punish the Caribbean island somehow. I won't be surprised by that. Okay, reality has set in. They can't wait to run back to their bubble in the UK after their return. We won't see them for months. They will be busy licking their wounds, being incandescent. He's probably gonna say they got COVID. I feel sorry and then come out. This is the new thing here, COVID. Okay, holy shit, they're actually holding hand. Okay, neither Kate. Okay, one side that she copied Meghan hairstyle again, and two, he doesn't even look happy. Also copy train on dress. Okay, and they still do not look like they enjoy each other's company. I did not know, or their problems there. Okay, they never come back counting the minutes. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's more, but once I start losing interest in reading the comments, I just want to move on. Okay, there's Charles here, having a life of his time. Okay, like I said, Chucky is way cooler than his firstborn. William and Kate, okay, that's a different language. 18 seconds. What is it? There was a video back in, was it the 80s maybe? Charles was trying to do breakdance or something like that. He looked so weird doing it. You gotta say, at least he tried. But my goodness, that lady right there to just scoop in as if some people have no shame. Some people have no shame. Let's continue that nonsense. So this is the thing they want people to see. They're having a good time here. Look at this. Okay, I'm sure Ireland is also about tired of them and kinship running up there every 2 weeks or so to go home, sit down and stay there. all of ya. Okay, the bird is lost. Charles is more comfortable among his own people. William and Kate first ever visit to Jamaica. They do travel to West Indies but stay firmly among their own. Look at the diversity form. They refuse to allow the figures to be published. Okay, for people who work for them. Okay, go Chuck, go Chuck. Okay, victory. The egg could never. There's a crying. Egg will need sense of humor and plant first. Okay, I can't believe I'm liking a video of Chuck. How did it come to this? The thing is that the backstabbing that William did to Meghan, oh my goodness, this people will never forgive. All right, there's this here. He's working toward his next mission. Nothing is done genuinely. Skull and Bone effed up big time. Second, they decided to backstab Harry and Meghan. Duke and Duchess of Sussex were the only couple who could have elevated them. William and Kate seems to see only evil. I forgot to put this the C. Maybe I did put it and deleted because of character spacing. All right, there's this again. That was my response to that. Okay, how is that Chucky is so much cooler than his firstborn? I think I covered this. All right, but that was my response to this. Okay, I'm almost 2 hours. The video is gonna stop, so I could be aware of it stopping. There's this. Prince William. Okay, I did this already. All right, I did this already. Let's go to the next one. This one I did already. Next tweet. There's this. Okay. Saturday's Mail, quote, Rab free speech to get legal supremacy. The headline, legal supremacy. That's an insult itself. Great. Does that mean Russia today can now be watching in the UK? Presumably, it also means all the prescribed group, they have banned won't be anymore, and that they will end the ban on divesting occupied West Bank, seeing as a free speech. Okay, as long as politicians are legally forced to tell the truth, then that's okay. I mean, the thing that's going on in the UK, I can't believe this. It's like becoming one of those Middle Eastern countries where free speech is really literally taking away from them. All right, I skipped some stuff here. Is hate speech included or excluded from this? Funny how the government cancel anyone that wants to question them through internet. Okay, say whatever hateful described by get away with, facts don't matter anymore. So I'm gonna stop here. I have 1, 2, 3 more tweets. The video is gonna stop, so let me do it in a fashionable way. All right, so I'm gonna continue with the next one. It's 2 hours. Every 2 hours the thing stop. Today is March 26, 2022. It is 6:17 a.m. This is part of video 2, I believe. I have a few tweets left over. I need to continue. And my last recording, I had only I was almost reached my 2-hour limit before the thing stopped recording, so I had to stop in advance before, you know, I lose control of it, and when it stopped I won't be aware. All right, so this is my back end. Okay, I'm gonna refresh it now that it's 6 a.m. The new video had already come out, and there's $291.55. Let's refresh and see if that changed. Okay, stay the same. This is the new video now. All right, family and a peace. So that's the new tweet for today. So let's go back to Twitter. That was my last tweet. I don't want to go back to it, but let's go to the next tweet. And I have 2 more after this, and then I'll do a prayer. All right. Okay, how come everyone who hates Meghan looks like a science experiment gone wrong? Oh my God. That was the conversation that was going on. Just say it out loud. Don't be ashamed. They are but ugly old white women that who targeted Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Bad Sentinel has proved it. Some of them blackfishing, which is showing picture that they are black, but they are really white. All right, all of them. Okay, so these are all there. Who is that? Before. Who's that? I have no idea who's that. After. Okay. I have no idea. Okay, I've seen this picture before, but I don't know who the hell is she. But that camel toe thing, if you don't know what camel toe is, I won't point it out. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, look, twins. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just showing what Twitter's talking about. I don't like to... Okay, let me just move on. But anyway, Twitter don't play. That's all I know. I have no comment. Okay, no comment on that. So true. And why those science experiment always so insane? Okay, there's the eyes for the lies, looking for the lies. LOL. There's this. Hate always make its way from the inside to the outside of a person, same as jealousy and envy. It is rotten at the core. That what will make it way to the outside. Bullseye. Okay, I just realized this is 100% true. Alright, this is the thing here. They're hating on Meghan, so the squad is pointing out, why are you hating on her when, you know, this and that? Me, I don't really like to talk about beauty and stuff like that, but in some shape or form, what they're saying here, you could make sense out of it. Okay, come on. That's what hate does, sis. Write you from the inside out. Okay, they like, quote, I had a chance to marry Prince Harry, LOL. All right, this. All right, let me move on. Okay, Twitter don't freaking mess. They don't mess around. They don't mess around. Let me move on. There's this here. Apparently, Jamaica is becoming fully independent just to make us happy. Sussex squad. Okay, seems as though the Prime Minister is preparing to sacrifice his country's reputation and the tourism trade and send Jamaica to the third world, all to score point with Sussex squad to make himself a buffoon on the world stage. What? Look how they treating Jamaicans over there. They're waiting after that tour, and okay, they already set up. They already told them who they are. All right, they already gonna ship some kids, I don't know, some Jamaicans back to their homeland because they feel like they should not be staying there. So I don't know, then Jamaica's not losing anything. Okay, this is the white colonizer mentality. They can't understand how people of Jamaica feel. These racist fans of racist Prince William and Karen Kate Middleton refuse to believe that black or brown people of Jamaica will dare to stand up to William and Kate without any conspiracy behind it. Okay, that's a different language. Power equals Sussex squad. I'm telling you. Okay, it's got to be some sis, because they are losing their grips on reality. Okay, this don't make no sense. Okay, how is this the end of tourism? Oh my God. They put Janet's face on a Barbie. Those Twitter people. Okay, Britain is the only country that is allowed to travel to Jamaica. There was another tweet where one of the squad was saying, don't worry, they have the Americans. Okay, this is insane. And the remembrance, Karen's man. And then I think I said that my cousin or my aunt went to Jamaica twice for vacation already. Okay, where does the squad get its supernatural power? Am I a member, but no one is telling me a thing? I feel so left out. Okay, they give us power and completely remove the agency and intelligence from Jamaican people. Jamaicans have wanted a republic from before Harry was twinkling in his mother's eyes. Jamaicans want a right to select their own head of state. We have been disrespected long enough. Okay, if we keep up, we can dismantle the monarchy brick by brick. Hey, yep. Guess what? The thing that they had with the British press. Okay, the British press was their facade. Okay, part of that triangle. So the British press never had a pushback. They put nonsense out there, everybody drank it up and eat it up and bathe in it, you know, that Kool-Aid kind of thing. No one ever questioned them. So it is until now people are seeing the nonsense that they are for what they are. Okay, so this is why they feel this way. Okay, they never see that pushback and they don't know what to do with that pushback. They're going crazy. Okay, I seriously doubt the Prime Minister even know the Sussex squad exists. We may be a cheering squad for independence, but we're not the driving force. I mean, we already know that. We know that. Okay, and to be honest, not all Sussex supporters may have an opinion on what Jamaican do, including me. Okay, I support whatever they choose for themselves. Exactly. Of course, she's calling Pamela. Okay, at least we could have organized a better tour than the fiasco. That's for sure. How powerful are we? That's for sure. I feel like our power is getting out of hand. Why now? Now they can establish free tourism trade with the world without backhanded self-serving ties to the former colonizer. That's exactly that. Okay, our power. And this is where sometimes I feel a little bit, I hope when the Jamaicans, because you have some black people who's willing to put their countries under the rubber as well. So let's just hope whoever the Jamaicans selected as their head of state, all right, stick to their core values, stick for the Jamaican. When you look at, for instance, Ukrainians, the president the Ukrainian have right now, that's like, you never see someone who risks his life for its country like that. He's pretty much in a war zone, from my understanding. Okay, he didn't leave. Was it the U.S. wanted to take him out of the country? He's like, no, he's gonna stay there. Everybody, you know, people of courage stays to fight, and this is the thing many of these third world country needs to do. Some have done, okay, in African country. They make it seems like it's they make it seems like is what's that term? Terrorist kind of thing, but they're defending their land. If you look like, for instance, okay, I don't know the full story. You know what? Let me not bring it because I don't know the full background of it, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. So because of that, let me move on to the next one. And this is my last tweet for the Cambridge's tour. All right, and then I'll do a prayer. Maybe let the blind see. All right, so this is Omid. I started in video 1 with Omid doing I forgot how the tweet went, and then this is the tweet to end it. Okay, meanwhile in Ireland, Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, are busy with a 3rd day of engagement. Today they'll meet groups who supported others during the pandemic, farmers helping meet climate change and sustainability goals, and members of the Ukrainian community. But how is it doing over there in their homeland in the UK? Are they letting Ukrainians stay? Because all I came across were they protecting the oligarch. If you guys go on my other channel, you'll see some more stuff of that. I haven't really recorded much about the war that much, because so many things have been happening with the tour. Okay, TRH, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall met with member of the public and Kahir Tiperi. I probably pronounced some stuff wrong here. It's been great to see so many wonderful people out in town this morning, especially all the local school children who came to say hello. Did they really want to come out, or did they push them to come out? Okay, that's a question I have, because I've learned from the others that they've been pushing people out, get kids out. But no mask, that's the thing here. Damn, so close to people's face. No freaking mask. Oh my lord. Even though they're saying they're lifting ban on certain things, the pandemic is still out there. There they are. This is the There they are again. This kid don't really give that much. They don't, I mean, they're there, but they don't. I don't see that excitement like I usually see on other people's face. Maybe her, maybe that little smile, and her also. But the boys, they really don't care. Look at him. But anyway, well, it's nice to see your subject come out to wave and shake your hand. Surely it's about time Royal Tour took on a different approach. This is so last century. The upper class coming out once in a while to greet their subject. Okay. Why will the palaces have schedule overlapping tour? I've said this. Shouldn't it be two different things, two different time? They don't want people to overshadow the other one. Then I thought about this. Okay, when they're concerned about one of the future overshadowing the other, only if it is Spotify. Yeah, and I think that little snippet of the Spotify thing was how disaster the Caribbean tour was going, just to give him a little like shift, a little shift. But the tour was so gloriously disaster, the squad didn't give a damn. They talk about, look at me, I have not done a video about it yet. Okay, how dare the future king and queen try to upstage other future king and queen while they are on their Caribbean tour. Since this has now been normalized, let me do a bit of upstaging of my own. Breaking news, Duchess of Sussex has big plans for her new podcast in June. Yep, I love that picture. She looks feisty here. I love that. Okay, you can't upstage with a crappy podcast. Oh, please, the podcast hasn't even come out. But yet you here to comment under it. It got your attention. Thank you. There it is. It got your attention. There it is. It didn't even come out. It was just a little, like a, how do you call this? A little commercial of it. Okay? Imagine comparing these images to those from Jamaica, where some are barred by barbed wire. Yep, that's the thing here. This is the comparison people were saying. This over here. With that being said, let's do a prayer. I guess let the blind see. Prayer. Let's say justice and let the blind see. Let's see what come up. I never put these two together, but let's see. Okay, 11 powerful for justice for prayers. Okay, let's see here. Justice prayers. Come fill us with generosity as we are challenged to let go and allow others to share with us the goods and beauty of earth. Come heal the division that keeps. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, Saint Anthony, restorer of sight to the blind. Please sharpen my spiritual vision. May I see people not as tree or numbers, but as sons and daughters of the Most. Okay, it continues. All right, let's see here. Let us pray through the hard things, through every hard and challenging day, and through every promising and hopeful day, let us not be silent. These are some quick little prayers on top here. All right, a prayer from Apollo 8 for universal justice. Give us, O God, the vision which can see your love in the world in spite of human failure. That's a very good one as well. All right, let's do an image for how do you call this, for my thumbnails. Let's do this one. Can I see it? Okay, our blue light shines with prayers for the healing for all who struggle with AIDS. Okay, our light amid barbed, wow, there's the barbed wire here again. Okay, so this will be the prayer. Okay, our blue light shines with prayers for healing for all who struggle with AIDS. Our light amid barbed wire shines with prayers for healing and freedom for all with chronic illness, severe pain, and under oppression, and for all who suffer from spread of violence. We always light a candle and prayer for shalom, the fulfillment of peace and well-being. Our opening, the work of prayers is gaining God's eye and seeing the world. Let us share this God's eyes view and thus this prayer. But let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. And remember, Jesus said of his calling, quote, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free." And expressing his purpose and ministry, he added, "Today this scripture has been fulfilled and your healing." The Lord of the Dance, hymn 302. I make the best of it, but some of it were very small. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to help support this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. So we are in this together. We need to help one another. And I really hope, I really truly hope the Commonwealth countries, especially the Black Commonwealth country, Belize, Jamaica, what's the other one? Bahamas, Barbados, all of them stick together. When something bad happens to one, don't be too afraid to speak up and support the other, because if it happens to one, you'll be the next one next. Okay, so this is my only concern with the Commonwealth. Hope there's no division within each of those Commonwealth countries, and for each of those Black Commonwealth countries stick together. They could have their each individual head of state, but the sticking together to remain supportive of one another for success and achievement, knowledge, and everything, you know, good that God wants us to be. Hope all of you decided to keep that and maintain that friendship, that peace and tranquility and all of that. So that's it. All right, so let's go do the Sussexes now.